talking about part 3 of how I became a martial artist. So part 2 left off with me kind of being a bully myself from 6th grade to 8th grade. Because I thought I had this confidence, I thought that I knew everything. I thought just because I taught myself how to fight, or just because I learned from movies or shows, just because I did some weights and gained some muscle, that I was a fighter myself. So left off with me going to my kung fu school, which is now my kung fu school, but back then me joining so I can fight this person from junior high. So I'm sitting there, it's 8 p.m. It's time for the adult class. I'm 13 years old, but I'm taller for my age. The person I want to fight at the time was 14 years old. So I just got done watching the 7 p.m. class with a younger crowd. Very impressed. And then the guy I want to fight walks in. So he walks next to me and he's like, in a very positive manner, "Hey, what's up, man? I didn't think you were gonna show up. Are you going to join the class?" And guess what? I looked at him, I got excited, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. From that moment on, I forgot why I was there in the first place. I can't explain it. Because years later, he's the one who reminded me why I was there. But going back to that time, I joined the class. And, got in line, did the warm-ups, started learning from the teachers, started learning from that guy. This was summer vacations, so I didn't see him in school because we didn't have school at that time. It was July. So we had practice Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I made sure not to miss a single day. I just went with all the excitement in the world going over there. Training, class was about like an hour and a half, an hour 15 minutes. I always showed up on time. Everything they told me to do, I would do. And here's the thing, I just knew that the martial arts was for me. As soon as I would get home, everything that they taught me, I would go outside and I would practice again. I would review everything like if I was studying for a test. Since day one, if they taught me a punch, I went home, I practiced that punch. They taught me a kick, I went home and I practiced that kick. I didn't come back inside until it was 2 a.m. Yeah, I would take my restroom breaks. I'd probably get like some water, maybe get a little bit of something to eat, go back outside, and just start practicing. This was July. Now, I want to give the credit to my school activities as well. During this time, I was also part of a mariachi band. So I was more obligated to go to that. I played the violin, sang a few times, but yeah, I was part of that since 7th grade. At school, I joined the football team. So that same summer, I started going to football training, Hell Week, everything. But those felt like obligations. I mean, I'm glad I got the training from football. I'm glad I got the culture from the mariachi, from the violin. But once school started, At the time, I was still 13 years old. My mom said, you gotta quit one of them because it's too many activities. You need time to do your homework. You gotta keep your grades up. Guess what I did? I quit mariachi. I quit football. School year started. I invested my time in the martial arts. I didn't want anything else. I already found what I wanted. Started school. I felt zero need to bully anybody, zero need to fight. I didn't care about no confrontations. I didn't look at anybody in a bad way. I was just really happy. Honestly, I started school like you would say, like a born-again Christian. People that I knew, I would greet, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's your summer? People that I thought were my bullies back then, I was like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, I honestly, I didn't care anymore. I didn't care what my past did to me. I didn't care how I was, everything that I went through. I didn't care the disrespect, the shame. I didn't care the embarrassment that I had. Not to tell my family that I would get beat up on a daily basis, or tell them that I was trying to beat up people. You know, all that got washed away as soon as I joined martial arts. I had so much excitement going in every class. I didn't want to miss a single day. So starting my school year, end of August, junior high, 9th grade. For us, junior high was 9th grade here in Calexico. That was my focus. Not only that, my grades began to slip a little bit. Very easily, very calmly, my mother said, if you don't raise your grades, I'm taking you out of Kung Fu. I kid you not, the next day I was getting homework done, turning in projects. I was getting to tutoring, anything. I didn't want this activity taken away from me. Did I fight the guy I was going to fight? No, he was there training me. School started, I only hung out with him. I don't mention his name because I'm not sure he wants me to mention his name on these videos. Maybe I will in the future. But I'll put it to you this way. I'm the godfather for his oldest child. That's the relationship we built with the martial arts. So, parents like hearing the story. They like hearing how I became a martial artist. Now, this isn't the end of this story. There's more to the story. I'm also going to explain my time in the martial arts, because that's a journey within itself. It wasn't just me going to practice. I mean, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened in my life. I was a very shy person before the martial arts. I sure as heck wouldn't be making a YouTube video right now if I didn't get the social skills I did from martial arts. Yeah, I wanted friends and everything, but now I have no trouble talking to people. Anybody. In fact, the worse their attitude, the more of a challenge it is for me to talk with somebody. So that's part 3. I joined martial arts. Next video, I'll talk about how I almost went blind in the martial arts. It's a good video. Same thing. I tell parents the same story. I have 20/20 vision on both eyes, okay? But yeah, did go through a few things. Obviously, the martial arts is a full contact sport when need to be. We do practice safely, but you know, things happen. I mean, things happen in real life too. People get stabbed, people get shot, people get mugged. I mean, it's, you know, martial arts is just it's just having another tool in the toolbox that you hopefully never have to use. Alright, well, that's my story for part 3. We're at 10 minutes already, so I'll be posting this one soon. Make sure to watch part 1 and part 2 as I build up a little suspense there towards the end. But like I said, you know, if you're a parent of kids that are growing up, becoming teenagers, they like the story. It helps them make a better decision if they want to bring their children into martial arts. They're not going to get aggressive, trust me. If anything, they're going to have more confidence. They're going to be more relaxed when they're around people because they're going to feel like they know how to take care of themselves. A very good tool to have. Alright, everybody, have a good night.